of all, I'm going to come to you first, Jorge. What's the issue? Y'all used to be boys. You used to be roommates. What the hell has happened? What's going on?
It first started off with this piece of shit
What
not
are you
paying my
first?
coach $12,500 for a fight that my coach coached him his whole career. Then when he had the chance to finally pay back the $12,500, he didn't. So I went out there and paid my coach out of my own pocket. So since then, it was already like, I'm going to you up at some point. Look at him smiling. Can't even keep a straight face. Yet everybody at American Top Team knows that's why you got kicked out. You're soon to be kicked out of this gym, too, because you don't pay your bills. And you're drowning in debt from all the loan sharks. Your money in South Florida in the poker. And you know what? You know what? You know what's going to happen to you if you don't pay that money, too. Keep smiling like a little bitch. I can't wait to break those fake teeth. You're such a dog.
Let me hear from him. Let me hear from him, Jorge. Kobe, respond to that. Respond to what he just said, Kobe. What are your thoughts about what he's accusing you of? What's your response to that?
Fake news. Steven, it's fake news. Anything George
Let him talk, Jorge. Let him talk.
Hey,
fake news.
anything
Hold on,
George says is a lie.
Jorge, let him spin it. Let him finish.
He's all talk, no walk. Yeah, he's getting paid a lot of money like Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, but he ain't doing nothing. That night that I made that paycheck, I got paid half of what that said. The commission said I made double what I said. I got paid half that.
I mean, when you're talking about a fight, hold on. When you're talking about a fight, this is the kind of stuff that you want to see when you're talking about two cats going up against one another. Headlining UFC 260 in a welterweight grudge match. This is what it is. This it is, ladies and gentlemen.
You're trash,
fellas.
Bro.
I will see y'all there March 5th. Jorge Masvidal, Colby Covington. Thanks a lot for joining Stephen A. I don't know if y'all hear me.
Okay, timeout. Because there's a lot to deal with there. First of all, Stephen A's world, welcome to Molly's world, okay? Because I loved watching that. I love watching you sliding in, controlling the combo. Everybody's talking over each other.
I had no control.
Right? It's unbelievable. But in all seriousness, excellent interview. What were your thoughts after that, though? Because that was real fireworks, legit.
First of all, it really wasn't an interview because they were talking that way leading into when we were on the air, and they wouldn't stop. And and listen. Here's the thing. First of all, let me say this. To all the UFC, the MMA aficionados out there, I am no expert, okay? Talk to Joe Rogan. Talk to Chael Sonnen. Talk to Daniel Cormier. I am no expert. I'm just a fan who loves making my contribution to promoting a sport. I think that Dana White is the best thing that's happened to pugilistic sports. I think he should be the commissioner of boxing, for crying out loud. I think he should have been Sportsman of the Year back in 2020 because he never let up and kept pushing for our return to normalcy. And when you see guys like Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal, listen, here's what I love about just most of these fighters, if not all of them. They never cheat us. They bring what they got. Some of them fall. And we understand that Masvidal fell to Usman, and I'm a fan of Masvidal, but I love me some Usman as well. The bottom line is this. It's going to be fireworks at UFC 272. These brothers ain't playing. There's clear disdain for one another. They got some history, and no matter what sportsmanship, I believe you'll end up seeing when the fight is over, somebody going to sleep. This ain't going 5 rounds. And that in and of itself should have everybody excited about UFC 272. Listen, I can get there for free, and I'm buying the fight. I'm buying it. I'm paying for it. And I'm not going to have no problem with it because this is going to be special. When you got cats that represent the sport, when they step in the octagon, that's what you know these two brothers are going to bring. And that's what I love about them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them.